Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Suzuka International Circuit for round 17, season 6, here in contest of Speed's AM1, where some of the fastest American-based drivers you'll find live. I am Kid and Petter, Land of the Rising Sun, and I'm not joined by Bodhod for the first time all year. But we are with Kano from beautiful Canada. I'm sure it's lovely in Edmonton this time of year. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it actually is lovely. It's been like +6 where we usually have like -20, so it's been great. Obviously, you guys probably better know me as Karun Chandbok, but stepped up for today.
Yeah,
So
Korean
it's just like
Chan.
FP2.
Yeah, Bodhod's on vacation at the moment in Phillip Island, home of that MotoGP Grand Prix circuit. He said he's going to try to break in since they're all in lockdown, so that should be fun. I think he might try to turn some laps on a bicycle. Not sure how that's going to go. There's a lot of undulation, so hopefully he comes back with nothing more than scraped knees. This is a yellow flag, Nicholas, around Dunlop. I think there's a car in the gravel up there, but we're just going to continue to follow along with Nicholas. Don't want to do anything, don't want to jinx anyone just yet. Some point standings.
Barbar has gone purples through the middle sector. He's coming into the last couple corners here. On his lap, by the way, Kittens. He's the first one, I think, to cross the line.
Might be. Let's check him out.
Yep. 126.903.
But a lot of these guys are going on soft so that we see a little more medium running for the first stint. But I don't believe Ezra Wingett has already retired. Looks like he lost it to the S's, to that first S. Unfortunately, he's going to be starting last here, barring disqualifications. That's unfortunate for him, coming off.
Hey,
Nicholas.
Sorry, I'm confused. Sergio Perez is on track. I don't know if this is an AI or if it's...
I've got Bean and Katie.
Fatal.
I think it's that's probably a glitch, because I've got Bean and Katie, and these are definitely not AIs. Sometimes
I don't know what's going on.
there are a lot of glitches in this game, but you know what? We love it nonetheless. That's all that matters.
So Sergio is Bean then. Is Bean currently on track?
Yes, Bean is on track.
Is he behind DK?
Yes.
Okay, so it is Bean on your screen, but it says Sergio Perez for me, so I've got Sergio Perez's helmet and whole character, whereas you have Bean and everything.
Yeah, he's got the entire...
Classic! Codemaster is just doing us awesome right now. Good thing I'm not streaming.
And you have, you have officially jinxed Bean. He was the first commenter. Congratulations, Bean, on being the first commenter yet again. Jace in the comments saying let's go Haas. I agree, but there's no rooting for one team or another in the commentary box. We'll do that afterwards. Reese is in here. Reese, I believe, raced in Sachi. He had a good... Well, he just invalidated as well. I'm sorry, Reese. But he invalidated in... he raced in Sachi. He had a good race going, but it slowly unraveled, and I think he fell out of the points. It's DK riding on board. DK he's been battling COVID. He commentated last night through it, and now he's driving, so take that, Lewis. But unfortunately, maybe a little fog brain going on for DK as he loses it through the first of the S's. Let's see where everybody's at on track at the moment. Speed's to set a 25.6, which is pretty ridiculous for your first run. He did finish on the podium in E1. That race was bonkers. I think wound up with about 700 comments. Clausen was in there gifting subscriptions left and right. And as always, some very fantastic commentary from Lemmy Prentice. Joel Granger says good evening. Good evening, Joel. I think I'm racing against you tomorrow, as a matter of fact, in E4. Filling out my 3 race quota for the week. What's that?
Fatal. Deep into just into the left-hander, the long bendy left-hander. You know what the corner is called. But he just got a little bit too deep, put on the brakes, and almost ended up losing the rear end and putting himself in the wall. Luckily, full lock saved him this time. No damage either, so should be able to just go back to the pits.
Oh, Reese is invalidated again, I believe. As DK here, I think he's gonna complete this lap. Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right. He just spun. Of course, he's going into the pits. Ant put up a decent first time up in P8. I think he's still looking for those first points after he joined about mid-season. Mitch as well in his second race in P9. So getting a feet wet. Good to see.
Lopez in the wall. Flip the wall. Oh, out just avoids him. Yeah, so Lopez just lost the rear end and was really pushing it, was pushing it on his lap.
Yeah, that right front is,
Yeah, he clipped the wall, he tapped it, he tried to basically Verstappen save it, but unfortunately he was just sliding too much towards the wall and just took his end plate off. You know, the game is, you tap something in these wings, love to come off.
And luckily for our, two-time defending champion Alp, he was able to avoid that on his out lap, so he will be ready to go. Currently sitting P2, less than half a second off of his teammate. Nicholas, or actually a little bit more. Nicholas has gone up to P2. Yeah, Nicholas is actually getting pretty close, I would say. He's got 76 points to Bean in the standings. He's sitting at 250 right now, so we might have to be on championship watch here in the next couple of rounds for a 15-year-old, which is pretty nuts. Speed sim improves by about 4/10.
But he retired. There's still 8 minutes left in qualifying, unless he thinks that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to save his tires. The tire deck around here, I think most of these guys will be going for the soft to medium strategy. I think we've seen the soft to medium be the preferred pace, or the preferred strategy throughout this week of contest of speed. Contest of speed competition. Joel says Suzuka is such a great track. Certainly one of the finest in the world. And Joel, here's a fun fact. It was designed by John Hugenholtz. The first banked corner at Zandvoort is named after him. So how about that? I knew that off the top of my head. I didn't even have that in my fun fact list.
Fun fact? I didn't know that. That's a good information. There you go.
Yeah, Suzuka,
you with your little brain of tricks.
It is. Suzuka is, of course, the only FIA Grade 1 circuit that has a... Oh no, and Dynamo...
Oh no!
Dynamo did not see out closing. I think Dynamo was lining up for a hot lap.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Al.
Yeah,
he was definitely on to improve, if not take pole position there on those set of tires. So
he should have 2 more opportunities.
Not too sure what he wants to do now. So difficult because you catch someone just not even by thinking it. You think you got enough because they're trying to back off to start their lap, and then they don't see you coming.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what happened there. Dynamo was changing both his ERS and fuel settings. He was not looking behind him, thought he had enough space to get away with that, and Alp came in a blaze of glory. It's an unfortunate problem around here, but I can't really put too much blame on Don. Obviously, I believe he's Swiss. He's always in the comment section. I think this is the first time he's racing. Pretty sure he's having a pretty solid season down there in E2. Nice to see is catch Swarner, as he has lost it. I think that's coming out of...
Well, at least he gets a nice piece of track to come back onto. A showing of EU guys in here too, because we don't have a couple. We have...
who just...
Yeah, Calzo is one.
Yeah, and then
Reese is one.
Yeah, so we got 3 here this evening. They do a
I
good
guess
job.
you are.
I guess he does.
He does well.
He does race in EU. Did he win? I thought I saw somewhere that he won EU2. I actually had to bow out of that kind of late. He was like in P8 and it started to rain.
I think he might have. Yeah, I think he might have. So shows he's got some good pace too. So it's interesting to see what he's gonna do. Reese center lap in 6th position on the mediums, a 126.1. What's a lap? He's only about 4-5 tenths off of Speedster's lap in 1st. That is impressive.
Yeah, Reese is quite the story. Quite the talent as out of Denmark, where he started the season, I believe, in EU4, and then just kind of made his way up all the way to EU1, and now he's competitive up there.
That is just crazy.
Yeah, quite the record, if you ask me. Looking for cars on track. I believe Nicholas,
yeah, Nicholas just coming across the front straight now into turn 1 and 2.
Now, right along with him, I would expect some pretty quick laps from some of these guys as qualifying runs down. Not sure if we're expecting weather in the race. That is obviously always a possibility at Suzuka, which is right on the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, Nicholas getting loose there because he's getting that dirty air in front of him from, I believe it's DK.
Yeah, it's DK.
Hopefully DK notices. He does get out the way. Could have been worse, but you know what? That's okay. That's not that much time lost. Still plenty of time still to gain in this track. I don't think he got.
I think he was far enough to not be affected. And I mean, it really is hard to get out of people's way. This is one of the most narrow, legitimate circuits in the world. It's really only about 2 lanes as Nicholas gets a little bit tail happy coming off the second curb at Spoon.
He gets a really good launch down that back straight.
Yeah, I think it actually helped him. Dresa, 2-time winner from Europe, who is currently dominating in EU2. He said that's quite a lap from his countryman Risa, and Nicholas is just going to back out for another lap.
So he's going back out again.
I didn't see any purple sectors. I don't see anyone on no one on a time lap aside from Don. We'll have to see where Don is in relative to R-Bar.
This is a really interesting grid too, because everyone's all over the place this race. Like, usually you have Nicholas and Alp at the front, obviously, and then everyone else is kind of in behind. But this week, with the different type of drivers that we have, and the ability to have some reserve drivers come and put themselves into the race, it's made it for a more interesting race, I believe, because a lot of these times are very close together. Like, if you look at it, to even 11th, you know, that's a 126.9 compared to a 125.6. It's not that far off the pace compared to the leader in qualifying.
It's not really that far off, but I mean 25.6, you're really getting into pretty world-class territory there. Of course, Alp, I believe at last check, Alp is actually on top of the world on PS4 for time trial around here. Number 1 on the planet.
Wow.
That's the entire planet. And then a couple of the guys in EU1, Montana, Bolin, some of those dudes, they are also in the top 10. Really fruitful as well. But yeah, that's what made Speedster's race here so impressive. In EU1, he hasn't even gotten and he really did a great job putting that thing.
Well, I have seen him race in some other divisions before, so I have a little bit of knowledge on his pace, and his pace is always very quick. Tended to have a couple of mistakes in the race, never major ones, but sometimes can cost.
Yeah, it's more of
very fast, very consistent.
Yeah, I think even he admitted that in his post race interview on the broadcast, and he admitted that he's always got pace. I've never raced with him, but I know who he is. It's more just a consistency thing in race trim, and that's what made finishing in P3 so impressive today. I think he started 8th as well, so he had to come up through a really talented bid. Don's about to cross the line once again on mediums. 15 for Dynamo, and that will be his starting position. Outside of the top 10, wonder what he's going to start on.
Comes across the line.
R-Bar does not improve. Where's Alp at?
No.
Alp is already invalidated, so he will not be starting. Honda debut last night in lieu of Perry, who we all miss. He finished P2 on debut, which is pretty good, as he's going to take good form. Bean. Trying to figure out where everybody's at.
Starting a lap here, so
yeah, I believe
you're gonna have all types of people crossing at different times. So
I think Calzo's about to wrap his up. No, he's starting his right in time. He's gonna be the last one across. He barely made it by the skin of his teeth. I think there was about a second and a half left, so he timed that one out like a scientist. Risa's going for pole, says Teresa, who speaks the language. They say Danes are telepathic. I tend to believe that.
Purple through sector 1 and invalidates. Oh no!
Who?
Right at the same time as I just said he purpled. He invalidated. That was not a commentator's curse this time. I swear.
Was that Risa? Oh,
not.
Risa. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
That's still gonna be. He's still gonna be starting around P6 on medium, so that's a pretty good position. Just depends on how these guys can make those softs last. Is Calzo heading into Spoon?
Oh, Lopez invalidated too, so his lap is also gonna be over. Bean looks like he's coming into the last couple corners here. He's about to set a lap time.
Teresa with the Danish commentator's curse provoked me into the commentator's curse.
4th for Bean.
Nicholas! Ooh, Nicholas takes pole to 24 or 25-4.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Okay, wow.
These boys aren't playing.
And Bean up to 4th too with a 125.850.
That's a really good lap from Bean. Let's see where Calzo finishes here. He knocks Bean back to P5.
Yeah.
Gonna look through the field here. Everybody's finished.
Ow!
That is it.
Another one. Cross in time.
I thought he was going to call it.
He got across in time.
I didn't know
wow, what a lap.
The current P4, the current P1, the time trial champion at Suzuka puts in a last-minute P1 run here with a 25.454. That is blisteringly quick.
Mighty.
That is a full second quicker than my pole lap last night. So well done to Alp. That's rapid. Nicholas in P2, Speeds in P3, Calzo, no surprise there, he's P4. Bean in P5, Honda in P6, Lisa P7, R-Bar P8, Lopez P9, Katie in P10, so that's a pretty solid qualifying for him. Looking to pick it up in the Formula 1.5 rankings. Run down the championship while we're here. Let me just go down and back. Obviously, Wingett's going to be starting last. Unfortunately for him, he crashed on I think his first hot lap. Only non-finisher here. Nicholas at 250 compared to Bean's 174. Out 156. Doesn't look like it's going to be possible for him to retain his back-to-back championships. Fenrique on 140, which is who Calzo is filling in for tonight. From Brazil to Scotland, I'm sure lots of history there. R-Bar in P5, 131. Swarner, P6, 109. And then the newly departed Perry in P7. Lopez, P8. Speeds to P9. KD, P10. Really, the closest battle right now is that Formula 1.5 championship. KD is currently leading with 22 points in P10. Honda, after one race, he has 18, so I think he's probably going to surpass this level. But JCK on 16 didn't make it this week. Burzy on 16, Juventus on 15, Wingett on 11, and Fatal with 8. And this is only 5 rounds to go after this one. So we are. It's been a long season. but it almost feels like it hasn't been that long at all. Yeah, 22 rounds. It's been quite the slog.
Yeah. Hey, I got a fun fact for you. Just thinking about something. So you remember when I said Perez was on my screen instead of Bean? I didn't put it together until after qualifying, but they're both Mexican. So even though it's a glitch, it was still technically the same person because it's still Mexican. So maybe he was taking his inner Sergio Perez today. So I don't know.
Yeah, new sub alert. Oh, Brand Welsh iRacing has subscribed. Thanks a lot. Dresa says thanks in Danish. As we say in Danish, hold helt kaftet en goddomgang. Okay, cool.
I don't know if he messed that up, but
I know my Danish is pretty. I'm fluent. Joel Granger is saying dub for Speedster. If you have any predictions, get them in our fantasy tournament that I keep in my brain. Alp is on pole once again. Nicholas P2 is currently leading the championship. We'll see if he can get a better start than Alp. We know that is entirely within the realm of possibility. Speeds to P3. P3 and EU1 a couple hours ago. Calzo P4 filling in for Fenrique. Honda in P5. Bar P7. Let me actually check the tire. Lopez, KD, Swarner, Burzy, Mitch, Juventus, Dynamo, Ant, DK, Clayfunk, Wingit, Bean. Did he get...
Yeah, there's a glitch. Something's wrong because Bean should not be starting in 19.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's...
Bean should be starting in the top
unless
5.
He got disqualified at the end.
I don't think so. I didn't see him get disqualified.
Yeah, Dresa says... glitch, sometimes you get put at the back of the grid. If you join that,
late.
I think that might be why he's in Perez's car. I was just looking at his name, but yeah, he does have a similar helmet in the game to Sergio Perez. So yeah, I was not.
Maybe that's why I saw Sergio because I'm not the main host. That might be why.
Yeah. So outside the top 10, you got Dynamo, DK, Clay, Wingit, and Fatal all starting on the mediums, looking for the reverse strategy. Should be mediums to soft pretty easily. Those softs will last about 13 laps. Really losing much. So we'll see how this plays out. Mediums. Joel's predicting Alp. He has changed his predictions. Not sure if that's legal, but he says Risa in P3. I think that's honestly a good shout. Connor, what do you think? Off the top of your head, real quick, on the spot.
Risa is gonna win because he's on the mediums. P2, Nicholas P3.
Okay. Okay.
Have we got a glitch? Or are we good? No.
There might have been a glitch. I think kicked out here.
Oh great!
We've seen this.
Light's going.
Have 5. Light glitch. Let's see who gets the best start. It is going to be Nicholas. Calzo is going to rip up the inside. He's going to rightfully back off as Speeds is trying to lob it around the inside, but he's going to lose that position to Calzo. He got a rocket start a little bit further down the field. Got Risa and Honda
KD
battling.
and Lopez. Lopez is around. KD and Lopez touched. Lopez is around. KD got slight, I think, wing damage.
I think a Haas got involved in that as well.
He's missing an end plate. Oh, and Swarner's trying to get past KD, but he's just all over the place.
Head back there. I think, Lopez is probably not too happy. Missed that deeper in the field. I was trying to catch everything, but of course it's never possible.
Yeah, I caught it. I seen it happen. It just happened in front. KD and Lopez coming through the first S section, just touched tires, and basically all the downforce was already going to be taken off through that corner because it's just one of those corners where the elevation kind of changes a little bit. And then Lopez just touched the inside of KD and spun around. taking KD's wing off with them at the same time. So
we got a couple drivers back here going 2 abreast into 130R. I think Juventus is going to win that one out on Burzy, but we've got DK and Bean behind him. Bean trying to get a big time start here as
KD
he has
pits.
suffered a glitch. KD, yeah, KD's in the pits, and of course we get this lovely glitch here where it shuffles up the order. Nicholas has busted out, I believe, a 1 second lead, although Alp seems to be catching him. Gonna be kind of hard to see that. This usually lasts about 30 seconds.
Gotta say, Beans had a really good start from 19th on the grid, even with the glitch. Already up to P9 at the start. Oh no, P7? Oh.
No, yeah, you're getting the same glitch. This happens every once in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just give it a second. Just give it a second. I'll ride along with Nicholas.
Oh, someone's off. Bursey's retired.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened. I just seen him going off in the back corner. It was like he didn't even brake.
Where was that?
I don't know.
That's the second dinger.
I'm wondering if his steering wheel failed for him.
Yeah,
the way he's gone off.
It's possible. He had a problem in Zandvoort where he could not turn. He was actually stringing together a pretty solid race, and he just could not turn into turn 1, and he wound up beached and had to retire. So safety car is out. Everyone has the thing has reshuffled. Yeah, I mean, I bet KD might be kicking himself a little bit there. He could have turned on some hards and tried to take the distance, even though the hards are pretty. Nicholas into the pits. Alp's gonna stay out. Cal's
on the pits. I think
he can stretch these that far, but he is trying a.
Speedster goes to the hard, so Speedster maybe one.
I mean, the hards are
the
hards are really bad. He's on the mediums. Honda's on hards. Speedster's on hards. The hards are terrible. But the mediums can make it quite a distance. I think Nicholas is trying to do the same thing that he did last week, where he won on a 2-stop compared to everyone else's 1.
I guess because you can go fast on the softs at the end.
Yeah, he must really trust his pace, and I think he might be trying to pull that off once again, because there's no way the mediums are going to last 24 laps, even with an extended safety car.
Well, this definitely helps KD, Lopez, Mitch, who had wing damage, get back into the race now with that safety car, bringing them back into it. And also at the front, I mean, oh yeah, because Bean's only up to 16th, but I mean that also helps Bean out a little bit, right? Well, where he's not had the greatest of starts, but because of his obviously glitch, but he's able to kind of be closer to the pack this time. So maybe if he can make a few spots up early, it allows him to fight later.
Well, I'm just kind of surprised at the amount of medium runners here.
Williams around, Dynamo. Dynamo's got wing damage. Under safety car.
Well,
Russell moment?
I'm not sure. Maybe a tip of the cap to George Russell there from Dynamo. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, Ricky's in the comments. He's saying strange call for Nicholas. Speed still wins from here easily for sure, says Joel, who has flip-flopped on his predictions about 6 times already. I think, that's a really strange call from Nicholas, but he won under very similar circumstances with the 2-stop last week in Vietnam. So that's the only thing that I can think of.
Do you know what?
That he's trying to pull.
My prediction's still staying. I still believe Alf and Nick can get a podium. I still think the best guy in the best position is IFR Reese.
Yeah, Reese is
He's on the medium tires.
Yeah,
He's getting extra laps right now because we're under safety car. He's only had to do a 3/4 of a lap and a little bit more with Burzy going out. So that means he's got barely any use on the tires. He's able to save him, and we're on lap 4 already, and we're not going to lap 5. So, really and truthfully, he's probably going to stretch those mediums to lap 18 or 19.
Yeah, I mean, he can get there, but he's going to have to...
the soft.
I mean, I think what I'm looking at the same thing I think Joel's looking at here, where Speedster and Honda, I think, are probably in the prime positions with the hards. They're not going to have to pit again. Those hards are going to be pretty slow. Some people like them, some people don't. I don't like them around here, but maybe they've done extensive practice on them.
The problem is with that is, yes, okay, I get that, but there's so many people that are going to be staying out for a little while before they pit, and people who have pit or on different strategies, so they're going to have to get past them. So unless they're going to fly through everyone,
yeah,
even if they get held up one lap, that's going to cost them 2-3 seconds to a guy who's got clean air towards the front, because this track is so hard to pass at and so narrow. You got to remember that plays into a big factor. Where Reese is towards the front, once we get going again, he can catch up to the top guys, but they're going to have to pit before he is, because they're on the soft. So then he's going to get that fresh air. And then we're going to see what pace he's got, because he's going to have no one in front of him, and he's going to be able to just attack.
Yeah, I mean, these softs, I mean, Alp and Kazo are going to be able to go for until about 13 or 14, maybe 12, 13, 14 on these softs with the SC. I think the safety car is coming in this lap as Alp is backing up the field. We'll get back to it. I mean, Speedster and Honda's progress through the field on those hards. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Keep an eye on that as Alp goes. And Kazo honestly did not get that bad of a jump. I think he's actually going a little bit faster than Alp down the main straight. Risa also with a pretty good jump. Pretty much all these guys. I think Alp backed him up a little bit too much, because now everybody is within basically a second of the next person. Nicholas already making a move up into P11 over Wing It. Speedster and Honda will be trying to get past him next. As we get the beautiful Halo cam. Shout out to the Halo, especially this week.
Oh, yellow flag, sector 1, Clayfunk.
Is it Clayfunk?
Yeah, he dropped about 5 or 6 positions because Nicholas is now up to P10. Nicholas is on somewhat close to the back of Anthem V.
Yeah, I think. Just call him Ant. Lopez, Don, and Mitch all put on the hards under the safety car after they had already pit, so they were actually behind this entire pack trying to catch up for that last lap. Maybe they're listening to the commentary. I don't know. Don't listen to me, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wingit's back in the race. I thought he had disappeared.
Yeah, Wingit's having a tough time with his connection this evening. Tough times in Arizona for Wi-Fi, it would appear. This Calzo is not letting Alp get away.
And neither is Reese though, because Reese is within a second of the leader.
Still, but it's dropping. It's steadily dropping, and Swarner up into P5.
Yeah.
These guys, Juventus running good in P6. These guys are all gonna have to pit at least once. Nicholas gets Ant, I think, going into the Casio triangle, and now next on his list, it's gonna be Fatal. And where did the just go? Oh,
interesting with our battle 4th and 5th on track right now. I believe they're quite close in points, or somewhere nearer in the group together.
R-Bar,
between R-Bar and Swanner.
Yeah, R-Bar has stretched that out. Nine. The championship. Okay. Both have a chance. There's only 9 points.
Yeah, battle because Swanner knows he needs to make the points up. So he's gonna have to get past him. He knows that's who he's fighting right now, so it just makes for a more interesting race with the little mini battles in between the channels. The battling for you're not just fighting for a championship, you're fighting for what's next year.
It's true.
And the teammate and everything. So with the way the system works in contest of speed, first place
I
in
really,
the championship.
I want to be in a Earl Cali Mazepin SMP Racing Ferrari next year. That's what I want to do. The intervals have finally come back. I'm not sure what happened there in that lap. I've never experienced that glitch before. I've been doing this for a while. Speedster now. He has gotten a little bit of. He has put Anthony behind him, and now he's on the back of Fatal and DK on these hards. The hards probably are starting to get up to temp. I would say 4 or 5 laps. They might start to feel pretty good. Ricky might actually be able to explain that more in the comments.
I gotta say, Nicholas is making one hell of a lot of time up to the leader himself, Alp, because he's, like I said, he's already pit, but to the leader, he's only 6 seconds off. Even with his 2-stopper, he's gonna close that gap down. So, you know what? Nicholas really isn't looking that bad. Speedster's looking really good too, like you said, with his 8 seconds, and whoever's on the hard tires. So that's going to benefit them maybe later on in the race. But Nicholas definitely putting the pressure on for Alp right now. So Alp's definitely going to have to start pushing it with Calzo right over him as well. So, interesting.
Joel just said that the stream's gotten really laggy again. That must be the DNS server. Getting strikes all the time. It's even, speaking of laggy, Nicholas is a little laggy as he enters the S's.
Yeah, you've gone robot-y a few times during the commentary, but I think that's just because of the game.
Hopefully it sorts itself out. I believe it was fine until the end of that safety car. Maybe if these guys get spread out a little bit more, it'll work out a little better. I'm not sure. Yeah, but
I think this is the closest we've had the whole field to start a race. You know, like the leader, even if he pits right now, obviously he's not, but he's gonna come out where Wingit is. So everyone's got really good pace today in order to really not let the gaps maximize out too much. You know, there's still obviously, like you said, maybe another 4 laps before Alp even decides to come in.
Honda through 130R on Fatal, and now Bean's gonna lob it. That's gonna force Fatal off. I don't think he's gonna be too thrilled with that, driving Charles Leclerc's car. Oh, when he got a time penalty for corner cutting. Now that's gonna let KD attack him.
I think he'll be okay though. I think he can send that in and get that back from the stewards, but he has to kind of weave to get the grass and the dirt and the gravel off his tires. And he's just letting his teammate go through because he doesn't want to get in his way. That's good for him. Lopez, actually, after his little bit of an incident earlier in the race, has fought his way back up to 13th Tukin.
Do you have the stream pulled up by chance?
I can right now. And oh, Nicholas is off track.
Uh-oh.
Nicholas is off track. He has spun it. Just before the bridge section where Bersy has lost it. He spun it there, so that's going to really hurt him. It puts him behind Lopez now. And I do have it up. What do you need me to do, sir?
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was laggy.
I'll look at it and I'll have a look. I mean, it looks a little bit laggy. The picture isn't always clear. It kind of comes in and out, like there's little pixelations in there. Nothing like crazy, but yeah, it doesn't look too laggy though. Okay, laggy points, not so much right now.
Alp has hopped off those softs a lot earlier than I anticipated, but we've got a little bit of a kerfuffle brewing here, deep in the points.
Too. Huh. So, they are saying lap 10 is the strategy, so one stop.
It says that if
Fatal's retired.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he retired in the pits. I think. Yeah, he kind of got bullied there for a second.
Yeah, he
Speedster up to P5 on those hards. Joel's comments are looking good. Calzo and Risa representing Europe right now.
Sector 3 still right there for him.
Oh, okay,
Well,
good, Joel. I had a bit of a panic attack there. I'm not sure. Yeah, we haven't used the DNS because we were having all sorts of problems with it, at least on my side for AM1. Crashed a few lobbies earlier in the season. So that's good to hear. But yeah, speeds, that is a good shout from the resident EU4 driver. Speeds in P5 right now, looking pretty strong on these hards. He's not going to have to pit again. And where did Alp come out? He's buried in the field in 13th. Wow, that's going to be 17 laps. I guess you can, yeah, I guess you can't take the mediums that long. I just would have figured that the softs would have another lap or two to give, especially with the safety car. But these guys are also like a second faster than me, so.
So Kitten in the Discord, just occurring on the battle that you were saying about where he got bullied off the track. That's what he didn't say it in those terms. I won't repeat everything he has said because it's sometimes not good for the public eye. So basically, what he said is it was a dive bomb from far back, and he had to go wide to avoid them both and cost him his race.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Honda and Bean were trying to get through as fast as possible, and may have jumped the gun a little bit. Could have got him under DRS. Probably. Yeah. But yeah, right now speeds to 8 seconds behind Reese. So pit delta around here, I believe, is about 22 to 24 seconds. So Reese is going to come out on the softs. But
I have to say I'm liking Speedster for the win. With the gap that everything is, and Nicholas now spinning, that's really cost him a big time.
There's something that just happened back here.
Yeah, unless there's a late. Clayfunk.
I believe a few of these guys. Clayfunk spawned. But yeah, there were a few guys back here that all got kind of tangled up. I think. Head back to the front. I want to see.
Having a hard time of it.
Yeah, I want to see this Lopez battle right now. He's trying to track down Honda, but it's going to look like a pretty solid performance for him as Juventus gets past Wingit. I think that might have been Wingit's AI. I think he said in the Discord that he's having connection problems this evening. But yeah, Bean, Honda, and Lopez, they are all making a little battle pack on these hards. Trying to catch back up to Speedster, who was able to really stretch one out through the traffic as these guys were started next to each other. Bean right now in P3, I think he's going to have to pit again as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to, yeah.
I think Hards may have been the right call from these guys, especially if they don't fall off at the end. So good shout to Joel.
That's the whole thing. Because... like, Speeds is catching Reese right now.
Out making a move into the hairpin on Dynamo. Tiptoeing. No broken winglets, though. Alp will get him around the outside. It's a nice move. Clayfunk has retired.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting at the end, though, because, like you said with the hards, it is a long way to take them. 23 laps, I believe. They 23 or more.
24.
So, yeah, something like that. So that's a lot of laps for the hards to do. Even on this type of track, they will be at a very much lesser advantage than where Reese is going to be at the end when he switches from the mediums to the softs. Nicholas might be able to make up some spots later on. Same with Bean. I don't think this race is... I think it's far from over, is what I would like to say.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah, one of the things we forgot to mention there during that bit of a transition is that Calzo did jump out with the overcut. And now,
what's going on?
Oh, I think that's...
car was still on the track, even though...
Probably, yeah, he retired... Yeah, he retired in the pits, but sometimes we'll send his car back out on the track. It's another glitch. But
that was almost bad for Bean. Or, sorry, not Bean,
all of them.
Alp.
Everyone, yeah, Alp, and then I think it was Dynamo right behind him. Probably,
because Alp didn't see it till too late, and Alp was like...
a little frightening.
Oh. Hard skip to beat there a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Gonna have to check his britches after this one. Yeah, the overcut did work for Calzo. These guys have basically just flopped positions about 7 or so tenths either way, and Calzo is now, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, Speedster and Honda and Lopez might be in the net lead of the race right now. I'm not entirely sure. Because I don't think Nicholas can take these mediums this long. KD can't take them that long.
I think Alp's still in there, obviously, because I think on those tires, on the mediums, he will be able to close a little bit of the gap. I don't think he's in for a win. I think 20 seconds or 13 seconds behind Speedster, that's just too much to make up. I think it's going to be too much for Reese to make up, but you know what? If there's a safety car later on in the race, that changes everything for everyone, obviously. So if I'm Reese, I kind of don't want that because, or unless it comes out now, because I think if it came out now, everyone comes in, right?
Oh yeah. If it comes out
maybe
now,
not out, maybe not out and Calzo or
I think everybody would probably throw on softs.
Yeah, but I think so. Yeah, so. So with that
but
being said, you know,
it is worth noting that Risa does have a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, going through here, not a whole lot yet as we cross over the halfway point as our bar crosses under the bridge. Is not bad. I mean, some of these guys do have a little bit more. Wingit has 3, DK has 6, Donald has 8. Calzo has 3, KD has 8, which really isn't a surprise for KD. But yeah, these other guys have kept it clean. Speedster is pulling away from Bean at about 3/10 per lap, it would appear. And Honda's going to make a move.
By Bean. Yeah.
Honda's trying to get the traction down. I think Bean's going to...
Oh, this could be bad.
Hold on to it. Yeah. Hold on to it. Yeah. Could see that one coming from a mile away.
Yeah, that was just never going to work.
This is not going to be fun for these guys who have no idea that Honda is there. They're going to be coming up on a slow-moving car through a bunch of blind corners in the S's. I'm just going to give Calzo a run here. Honda swerving through the Dunlop curve, trying to get the gravel off his tires. I think that was just some hard racing there, nothing too out of sorts. As Nicholas has caught up to the back of Lopez.
I'm low key. I am kind of thinking Lopez actually might get a podium here.
Yeah,
Lopez is on for. He's got very good pace on these hards. He's always had good pace on the hard tires.
Oh, you could definitely.
He's always been in trouble, but I mean, you think about it. He had that collision with KD on lap 1, very early. Had to pit. Then was at the back of the queue. He was in, I think he was as low as 19 on the grid. He
actually had to catch up to the safety. He wasn't even caught up to the safety car whenever everybody started because he pitted on the safety car. He's going to make the move.
I'll be inside.
Into turn 1. Yeah, Bean left him enough room. I think Lopez just backed out a little earlier.
Yeah.
And he needed to. Rev glitch for the win, says Yoda MRL. I'm well aware. Love the rev glitch. It is the best. Let me see if I can get rid of that real quick. No, I can't.
Nah, even if you pause it, it doesn't get rid of it. It's just a glitch that doesn't go away sometimes.
Tonight on Contest of Speed ASMR, we got the rev glitch.
Oh, Lopez! Oh, he saves it. Just commentator's curse. I'll take full responsibility for that.
And Nicholas is now starting to go. I wish we had Tass hooked up, but usually that is Bod's job, and he's not here this evening. So, do not have the readings on the tire wear. I'm not sure if Nicholas can make it on these mediums. I highly doubt it. He's got to come in for softs pretty soon. You would think he can't stretch these the entire race.
Nah, I honestly think he's gonna have to put it in. I think the only people that can make it to the end of are the people on the hards, and I think they're gonna struggle at the end. And if
Risa,
you pitted like when Alp did, obviously. So Risa's
in the pits. There's going to be softs for Risa. See where he comes out. Speedster inherits the lead. He's going to drop a few spots here. There he is. You can barely see him. There he is. Yep, down to P8, but he's going to be on the fresh softs. He's going to be about, say, anywhere between 6 and 8 tenths quicker than everybody else on track. Except for maybe Honda, who is also on softs, but he's down to 14th after that collision with Bean.
Oh wow, this has just been, there's so much going on in this race. And we're basically just over halfway through.
Yeah, well, as Nicholas is going to try to line something up on Bean, probably going into turn 1. Ooh, you actually got a little bit of oversteer there. Coming out of the hairpin. I believe, I forgot what I was going to say. But I can fill that with a fun fact. Watermelons go for over $100 in Japan.
Square watermelons.
Yes, they grow square watermelons, and they are apparently collectible.
Like they grow them in squares. They don't.
Yeah, they're
tie them
squares.
into a square.
Whoa, whoa, hold on.
Oh,
Nicholas is not going to wait. Yep, 130R. We got Schumacher and Alonso part 4. I've seen that a few times this week. For the most part, they have panned out. Thankfully, that one did as well.
In the pits.
Nicholas is going to force him off the. Oh man, teenagers these days, I swear. He's going to throw on the softs as well. And now Calzo's up. Calzo on KD for P5. KD's going to try to fight back. I don't think he's going to have enough grip there. Alp is catching up on the scene a little bit quicker than I think he would like.
Yeah, this Reese, and this is going to allow Reese to catch up to both of them.
Oh, and there's a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, that could come into play here in a little bit. I would expect Bean to be pitting in a lap or two.
I can't count Reese out. There's too many laps on these softs. He is pushing it at a rate of knots. He is closing the gap to Alp at a absolutely phenomenal pace. Obviously, Alp's been caught up by KD, which is going to hurt his pace a lot, but
I wouldn't doubt seeing an Alp dive bomb into Spoon here. He's gonna have to back out.
Thought about it.
Just definitely through 130R. These tires are so much better
Look
for
at
Alp.
Reese. He's already on the back of Alp. Reese is gonna make a move to the inside.
Oh, he sees this. This is an opportunity to get Alp through 130R back-to-back laps.
He's gonna go for it.
He's gonna dive on KD. Whoa, Risa.
Oh, and he got it! What a move!
Boy,
did he catch KD or did he actually?
He got both.
No.
That is some overtake of the season material from the Dane.
Here comes KD though back. Nah, not enough of a run, but what a move by Reese. That's really hurt Alp too, because Alp had to bail out, so now he's still stuck behind KD because KD had DRS. Obviously, next time back, Alp's going to be able to get by, but look how much time he's lost to Calzo already.
Yep.
Calzo's 3-4 seconds up the road already, so this is really hurt Alp, who was looking at a move on Calzo. So really has hindered his race. Lopez sitting at 8.7 back. I think we could see Reese catch Lopez in the next 4 laps.
Yep, and I would. I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch Speedster though. He's flying, don't get me wrong, but this is quite the gap. Look at position change here.
To be honest with you, there's, you know what, it's an 11.8 second gap, and it's going to take everything. I don't think he's got enough to get the win, but I still think he's got enough of a gap, easy enough to catch up to, because he's already almost on the back of Calzo after 1 lap.
Yeah, he is, but the gap to Speedster, I mean, about 16, those hards are probably actually firing on all cylinders. He's not really closing the gap to Speedster and Lopez, who have kind of stalemated right there. We saw this in last night's race with Bod. Whenever he was in P3, he just could not quite catch P-Dog in P2 behind me. But I think, yeah, I mean, I will be on. But after a few laps on these softs, the mediums are probably going to be the better tires. So have to keep an eye on that. As Alp has gotten past Katie after he pit. Nicholas now up into P8. We got a yellow flag through the S's. I think that was one of was that Honda M? Oh man, not the best.
Oh, Bean almost losing it. Bean's really trying to force the issue here. Oh, yellow flag sector 1. Honda again. Yeah.
Same spot actually. I think he did it to himself this time on his fresh softs. Probably driving with a little bit of red mist as Nicholas is gonna go around. Was that a lap car? I'm not sure.
Alright, I think we might have a move here for third. Reese gets a really good exit, but Calzo really good on the launch out of the last corner. He's gonna give himself a really closing up now though. Not using overtakes though.
Right a little bit, break that slip right at the last second. I think
and these two know each other, you know that. They've raced against each other in EU, so this is nothing new to these guys racing each other, so we're probably gonna see him catch Lopez here, because look at them. They're already on the back of Lopez almost. Calzo's almost within a second. Calzo is, I think, gonna have to pit, but I don't. No, he won't have to.
No, yeah.
Mediums will do enough to the end. Yeah.
Calzo's on the same strat as Alp, who's now 4 tenths behind Calzo. I mean, 4 seconds behind Calzo. So that is. Is Honda has Honda's retired in the pit. Definitely not the best.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Happy with that performance after getting P2 on debut in Vietnam last week. Calzo, who is barely out of reach of Lopez. I think Reese might make a move through 130R again. Oh my God! How many moves are we gonna see? And is Calzo gonna give it up? He's gonna have to. I think Reese with a huge lockup, another fantastic move to add to his collection here today.
This is it. This is now gonna show what type of race Reese is gonna have towards the end. Even if he can get past Lopez, I know it's a lot to ask, but anything's able to happen because you know what? Those hards. They've still got to do another 5 laps. There's got to be, it does look like there's some really big lines forming on Speed's car. So his tires are definitely hurting right now. A little bit. You can see by the darkness on the outside compared to the inside of the wheel. Definitely got to he's getting a lot of graining.
I guess you would expect that at some point as Lopez with a humongous lock up there into the hairpin. But, I mean, I think at the end of the day, if the mediums can go 20-ish laps, I don't think that the hards are going to have a problem. I think Risa is starting to close down, but these softs only have a few more laps worth of, real usable life.
Yeah, I think from there. And I think, I do believe he's just kind of, he's catching Lopez, but he's not really, trying to force it too much because, like you said, he wants to save his tires. So, yeah, this could be an interesting finish to the race. Definitely.
Yeah, Reese is getting
here we go.
Yeah, way better exit out of the Casio triangle.
Yeah, that's
with those softs.
Yeah, Lopez didn't have any ERS left to defend with anyway. They had exactly the same amount of ERS basically, so maybe Lopez is just thinking, hopefully I can hold on for a podium. He's still got Calzo there, and I think Calzo's on obviously better tires, but they're probably around, I would say at the same grip levels, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because 19 to 12 laps, so yeah, I would say they're similar pace and grip levels because
we'll
obviously
see.
The hards can take a lot more.
Yeah, we'll see where these where this time gap goes. It's down to 7.5, so it is closing on Speedster, but at the same time, Speeds has been cruising around up here. Look at how much ERS he has left. I mean, he has a full tank. He's ready for Risa if Risa makes it to him.
So the only thing I'm thinking is if there's a late safety car, everything out the window for everyone.
Uh-oh. Bit Dick and those hards work better than Lopez. His cow is closed up on him on these 11-lap old mediums. Now this might be a tastier battle than the one. Go back to penalties. 3 seconds between all 5 front runners, so that cancels itself out. Lopez still gets DRS. Crucial here with 4 laps to go.
I can definitely concur. There's not too many overtakes on track right now. Going for a move on R-bar.
Into turn 1. Yeah.
Sworn is catching up to Dynamo. So he's gonna have to. He might pass him.
Yeah, with these multiple strategy races. Whoa! Look at that shot. You know, we haven't gotten the good camera angles. One of my favorite ones, and I'm trying to speak it into existence here, is the wide shot between turn 1 and 2, where it kind of pans as all the cars go by. Didn't get it this year. No helicopter shots either. Come on, Codemasters, step your game up. To the Codemasters production crew, sitting in the truck outside.
Yeah, for real. It's been, you know, they don't have always the best angles, you know, they have some good ones, they have their bad ones, but 130R, better for not, it's actually pretty cool to watch.
Lopez is really burning. Lopez is burning through that ERS right now, trying to stay ahead. He's going to go a little bit wide to the first part of the Gasio Triangle. Second part, Calso gets a much better run. He's got a full tank. Oh man, really wanted Lopez to get a podium here today. I think Calso was going to come across, and this isn't going to be much of a competition. Unfortunate, but a good drive nonetheless from Lopez. For P4, Nicholas finally run. I think he is going to be able to get R-bar here on the main straight with no problem at all. So for the championship leaders, R-bar kind of pops, takes a look on the inside in turn 2, but not quite. Swarner does get the move done on Dynamo. With those are probably actually just as good as the hards. So Swarner's showing some late race pace here to get up in the P9.
Sorry to interrupt you a little bit there, Kitten. Dress just asked for the penalties for the top guys, so 5 plus 3 seconds. Oh, did you get that?
Yeah, I already addressed it. It's all neutral.
That was over my head.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was checking. They all have 3 seconds. It cancels out up front.
Yeah.
But yeah. I wasn't really saying.
Do you think Nicholas can catch out? Or at least get within 3 seconds because he doesn't have penalties?
Probably not. I don't think he can catch. Not in 2 laps, no.
No, not 4 seconds.
He's not.
No, actually, no. I'm looking at his tires. Yeah, no. No, this is basically it. Yeah.
So
you know what? It's been a really good drive from Lopez though today.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
A lot of people have had good drives, but I really have to say, out of everyone, I have to say Lopez has had the definitely the best drive so far today because, like I said, he got unfortunately in a tangle. He shouldn't really go too wide with KD. Had to pit, had wing damage, had to pit again, and then you said he had to catch up to the safety car. And then obviously he's just putting this.
There we go. There we go. Okay, finally got that shot. Finally got the shot I was just referencing. I knew someone was listening to me. As KD and Juventus are the closest battle on track right now. KD just got Juventus for P11. Unfortunately, doesn't look like any points for either of these guys. Actually, hold up. Maybe Juventus might sneak into the points based off of the penalty situation back here.
Yeah, because of Dynamo. Yeah. Because Dynamo has 8 seconds, which puts Joe.
Oh, KD only has 3. I thought KD had more than 3. But yeah, I'm still.
Yeah, KD only has 3, so Because Juventus is.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. So basically, Juventus has to get him and KD.
And here's the helicopter
within
shot. Speak it into existence.
Yeah. Yeah. So Juventus will actually jump both KD and Dynamo, even if he doesn't pass them. As long as he doesn't get a penalty, he will pass them both.
And that Dynamo trying to make a move on Swarner as Speedster has started the final lap. Jason called the podium. Yeah, he did. Well done, Jason. Not the right order, but he definitely scored some points for that.
Yeah, he did. I think he had Reese first, Eves the second, Calzo third, I think.
Head back up.
You know what? It's been a good race from a lot of the guys tonight. Really put on a good show for us, especially our viewers tonight. Definitely put on a really good fight show. Yep. Lots of overtaking, lots of fun.
One last check of the penalties here.
Nicholas actually just caught it 3 seconds, so trying to push to catch up to Alp. Obviously, pushed a little bit too hard. So
you know, as we were looking around back there, you know who made a pretty mad dash? It's Speedster. It is Risa. He's only a little bit behind, but it's gonna be Speedster.
I know. Like I said, he needed 1 lap.
Two podiums in one evening. In the 2 top classes of contest.
I think this is the first time we haven't had Nick
for Speedster
or Al on the podium. I think this is the first time this season this hasn't happened. I'm pretty sure.
I don't. I think it's probably.
No, you've always had one.
Maybe, I don't know. We can check TOS Sabermetrics. Or TAS. Dynamo gets a 5-second penalty for an unserved penalty. That's going to move you here at the end of the race. Wing It had the fastest lap, even though he was actually in the chat complaining about his connection issues. But I think that the drive of the day, not sure if this has ever been done before. Winning EU1 and AM1 same week, same track, or not winning, but finishing on the podium in both races. Maybe Alp's done it a couple times, but nonetheless, impressive stuff for Speedster. Could be Bean.
It is Bean.
I would have to give it.
On my screen, I have a nothing.
I would have to give it to
Lopez. I'd have to give it to Lopez.
Yeah, you know, honestly, with the way Risa caught, let's just call it a draw. It's just a draw. Okay, we got Europeans in here.
Lopez had to come from God knows where in the back of the field, drive through everyone, whether or not they pitted, and
okay, maybe a slight.
Still, he still had wing damage. He still had to pit. He lost a lot of time. He was way behind the leaders. He almost didn't even catch up to the safety car. You got to think about that. So, think how crucial that was to get enough of a gap towards the
Yeah. Can you actually check something for me? Can you see if you can add speech to the chat? Because I'm getting a PlayStation error whenever I go into the party screens.
Sure, I can go add that player, but you've added the other ones to the thing already?
I don't even think I don't have recent Calzo.
Oh no, it says cannot connect to PlayStation Network.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. I really wanted to talk to Speedster after the night he's had. That sucks.
So yeah, we're gonna not be able to do that. Yeah.
Shout out to Codemasters and shout out to Sony once again.
Yeah.
Really doing great stuff.
I'm still trying to do it, but it's being really weird right now. I think PlayStation is definitely having some issues. Hence why we had some glitches today, definitely.
Yeah, I think even whenever I checked my my friends list, that it was indeed gone, so I didn't even see any friends on my friends list. Yeah,
hold
I think.
on, let me see. Oh, it's hold on.
Is it back?
Nope. Try again.
Yeah, I'm probably. I mean, yeah, you can try like a couple more times, but Dress obviously in the comments, he's saying Risa driver of the day.
You're wrong.
I mean, let me tell you what, Dressa, here in America. But no, that was a fantastic drive from both. But yeah, I kind of wasn't putting enough credit in Lopez's drive through the field after putting on hards. Didn't even catch up in the safety car, then still finishes P4. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do interviews tonight. Unfortunately,
yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's not working.
That is a bummer. Shout out to Sony. Where are we next week, you may be asking. We're going from one classic track to another. In fact, the classic track on the Formula 1 calendar and maybe the world. Silverstone in Great Britain. So, I guess until then, you can catch the EU4 broadcast tomorrow evening GMT, afternoon in the US. Above that, on Sunday, I believe that the Contest of Speed iRacing team led by Katie will be doing it's a 6-hour race. I forgot where it is though. It's 6 hours or something, so that should be fun. They've only done 3-hour races so far.
I am trying to find out for you right now while you are doing your stuff. I'll see if I can get that for you.
Well, yeah, actually, because that actually is really fun to watch. I always forget to mention on the broadcast, but I like watching those on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, I'll try and bring it up right now. Hold on 1 second, just trying to find out where they put it.
Elevator music. Also, one more fun fact for the road. That a delicacy in Japan is raw horse meat.
Huh.
So yeah, think about that. It's crazy. But you know what? I'm not judging other cultures. Did you find it?
I am looking still. I have not seen anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call
here we
it,
go. Maybe it's an announcement. Hold on 1 second.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no sense of dragging us on any longer. KV will tell you guys tomorrow during the EU4 race, which he's going to be commentating. But until then, see you guys next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Sunday, here on the Contest of Speed Twitch.